Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video review of a game I've been playing a lot of lately. And that is Axiom Verge for the Nintendo Switch. I know this game has been out for a while, but I actually didn't know about it until just a few months back. So it's a Metroidvania game, and the graphics are straight out of something out of 1988. I mean, it's right out of the 8-bit or 16-bit era of games, which is good for me because I love those style of games. It's highly influenced by games like Blaster Master and Metroid, and it's obvious. I mean, a lot of the elements and things that are taken right out of those games. There's other games too, I'm sure, but those two specifically remind me a lot of this game. It takes place in an ancient high-tech world, so the environment seems surreal and mechanical. And when I first started the game, it was very similar to another game that I played a long time ago for the first time, and that was Metroid. So you get the option to go left or right. Of course, you naturally want to go right because most games you go right. You can't go right, so you have to go left, and you pick up a power-up item, and then you can go right. So it's giving you the idea right away that you're going to have to be exploring a lot in this game. When I first was doing research for this game, I found out there's 60 different power-ups you can get. I felt a little bit overwhelmed when I read that. The way that they introduce the power-ups in the game, it's not that bad at all, because they do it in a way where you're used to the one that you have and then they just kind of add to it a little bit. It's not like they just throw in all this new stuff all the time. And the power-ups are really well designed. I mean, there's like this one that's kind of, it glitches the enemies, and when you glitch different enemies, different things happen to them. And the controls in this game actually work really well too. I know the Nintendo Switch doesn't have a D-pad, but it doesn't bother me so much for this game. I could still play it fine without the D-pad, even though it's a 2D platform, which usually needs D-pad controllers. And then the other buttons are just like action buttons, and they mostly do weapons, including all the L and R buttons too. And then of course one of the buttons jumps. The graphics are really basic, but they have a nice retro feel. I'd say it's more 8-bit than 16-bit if I had to choose, but I could see someone saying that it looks kind of 16-bit to them. The music is incredible in this game. And I was talking to someone about the game on Twitter, and he said that the guy that created the game, like programmed it and everything, also made the music. I have to look that up to see if that's accurate, but that dude is talented. I don't know his name. I forget his name. It's like Thomas Happ or something. But that dude has skills. Props to him for making this awesome game and making the music too. And the music is so good that I'm going to just give you a little sample, a little taste of one of my favorite levels right here. Check this out. So there are a few times in the game where I got stuck and I didn't know where to go. And I had to look online for help. It was challenging, but it wasn't that frustrating for me because I was able to figure it out what I needed to do pretty easily. The bosses are well done. Some of them are huge, like all of a sudden you'll zoom out and you're like, okay, this is going to be a huge boss. And then sure enough he is. They're not that difficult though. You just need to figure out the pattern. Like most 8-bit and 16-bit bosses, they have patterns, and once you learn them, they become really easy. You just have to figure out what they are. The story wasn't that memorable to me, but I'm not really a story guy. Most of the time, I skip through cutscenes of video games, and this time was no exception. The maps were nicely done, but it takes a while sometimes when you need to travel from one part to another. Unless you know the map really well, you have to do a little bit of exploration, or you got to keep looking at the map, hitting start and pulling up the map screen and trying to figure out where to go. So it's a little difficult sometimes. The DS screen or the 3DS screen would be nice in a situation like this if it has the map on one and the action on the other. But I don't even know if this game is out for 3DS. But yeah, I really enjoy these modern games with a retro feel like this. Like I said, it's something that you'd see 20 or 30 years ago as a new game, but it came out today, which is awesome. I think younger gamers might like it too. I definitely know that us older gamers would really appreciate it because it has the retro feel that we love. And the environment in the game just kept me coming back. I know it's available on like PC, Mac, and all the next gen consoles. I'm just not too sure about 3DS, so there's no excuse not to play it. And like I said, for $10, I mean, you got to pick it up. It might be more now. It might be less. Maybe it's $5. For $5, it's a no-brainer. Definitely get it because it's a great game. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of Axiom Verge in the comments below if you've already played it. If not, definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a great day.